Divine Ones, this is Ashley for FD 1111 Ministries, where we help people ascend and connect to their divine purpose using the tools of tarot, Bible, and alchemy. This video is for the total new moon solar eclipse in the sign of Sagittarius happening on December 14th, 2020. This is a huge fresh start for specifically the mutable signs, but everybody will benefit from this. This energy will last 10 days before and 10 days after. That's when it's really strongest, but it will last for the next 6 months until we roll into the following eclipse season happening in the summer of 2021. So what is Sagittarius? Sagittarius is a mutable fire sign. It is a bow and arrow, an arrow. What does the arrow do? It hits the target and it moves very fast. This is a fast, fiery, moving energy. Rapid change. This sign is ruled by Jupiter. Jolly, happy, optimistic, expansive. This is new information coming through, transformative information, new opportunities, new ways of how to think and reshape our minds to make us conducive for. Okay, so this is the card representing Leo, representing the sun, and this is where this eclipse is taking place in the third decan of Sagittarius, which is ruled by Leo. And this is making reference to that video I did during the summer, during the 888 Lionsgate, where we had the Diamond Dynasty and where we had these small diamonds that have been growing and growing and growing that are coming up to the surface. And that's what's happening. We have a lot of fire energy, like I was saying before, with Mars and Aries. And then we also have with this energy and the fact that Sagittarius is a fire sign, we have, I hear like a strike or a lightning strike or a lightning bolt, things that could be rapidly. So these are the Ascended Bible Divine Guidance cards. Yes, they're finally here. The pre-order link is down below. I will also be posting a video on how to use these cards. They are totally a different type of card. Okay. All right. Okay. So it comes with a book that goes in further detail about the scriptures and about the divine numerology, all of that. But anyways, let's continue on. All right. Okay, so this could be about someone's relationship and about reshaping relationships altogether in their life, where we have the woman or the feminine, and this feminine is making reference to what I was talking about for 2021 about this age of Aquarius and the divine mother that has came to be fair to all, came to nurture and understand all of her children. And that's a little, I didn't go into that much detail. And the reason why I say all of her children is because some may have thought that the Divine Mother was playing favoritism. So for those that may be mothers and mothers of multiple children, or even teachers, or if you grown up in a family where you even had multiple siblings, sometimes it may have felt like you were being treated unfairly, or either you're collective with the world, that it seemed like those that were in power, the Leo, the sun, those in power, that God, the divine, was playing favoritism towards them. But that wasn't the case. Things were about to be evenly distributed, like fairness, and it's going to be realms. Through her divine motherhood, that those that thought that they were being neglected, that they are getting the treats, they're getting the trinkets, the little extra attention from the Divine Mother. Okay, give me a second. All right, taking this to more personal type of level, going back to this relationship. All right, give me a second. Where we have a pure heart, someone just for you, and divine forgiveness. So the Divine Mother, in her infinite wisdom, she has a pure heart. But some that may have felt like they were being treated unfairly, neglected, they have to learn the lesson about giving forgiveness. Forgiveness is required in this situation. Someone may want a specific type of relationship. So this could be dealing with someone's parents, siblings, even love relationships. Someone just for you. God created someone especially for you. Where we have Genesis 2:2, which deals with how the divine God, the all, created Eve specifically for Adam. So this is someone that's coming into their vibe tribe. This could also be someone that is being paired or coming into some type of contact with their divine partner, soulmate, or even from a family situation that someone is learning about forgiveness, trust, I even hear. And this could have been someone that has had different types of relationships that didn't work out right. Even relationships with their family members that just seem to be, I hear the word specifically, rotten. Here, a pure heart. You have a pure heart to rightly lead, heal, and teach others. Acts 13:22. In order to be a true divine mother that has this type of infinite wisdom of knowing when to give a treat, if you will, when to give attention and how to give that attention for the betterment of that individual or of this is a hypothetical situation. So there's two children around about the same age. And so this divine mother, she has two children. One, she may was getting disciplined, or they don't get the special treat or the special attention. And the other one may seem to be getting favoritism. She has two different types of parenting methods because she can see down the line what they need to help them properly mature. This, taking it to a personal, or more so, let's first take it to the collective perspective situation, is that first of all, there's like collective, I'm talking about like light workers, divine healers, all of that whole thing. So there's two branches, I wouldn't really say branches, but like almost like divides in the collective, and it's going to become more of a divide. So this divine mother, she may treat these other healers or part of the collective a little differently. And I know exactly how, let me rephrase the way how I'm saying this. Okay, going back to the 888 portal pyramid hierarchy of the collective body, where you have at the feet, those are individuals that are part of the collective, but they resonate and permeate, and their frequency is very likened to regular individuals. So they don't, it doesn't seem like they have that much strain put on them. It doesn't seem like they have too much of a difference between a light worker, which will be part of the collective at the bottom, this type of individual, because of their frequency and because of their consciousness and because of their duty. Okay, everybody has a duty. Compared to a regular individual that they almost pretty much mirror each other. They're pretty much almost about the same. So if a person was just to look at compare the two, they will be almost about the same. They may seem to have more of a favoritism towards them because it's not that much required of them. And it seems unfair as you move up this hypothetical pyramid where you have those that are at the head, that is much strain on them. They have a heavier duty to lead the hypothetical body. So the head has more responsibility than the rest of the body. And it's because the head is where the consciousness flows down through. So this head is the smallest part of the body, but it has the heaviest job. It has the job of how the function of the body. So this hypothetical mother, this divine mother, is more stricter on the head. It's a little more difficult for the head because it's a greater responsibility. And that divine mother knows that. So being of a pure heart path, what is righteousness, all of that. So in short, righteousness is being purpose. It's not based on humans or a dictionary purpose, the dictionary definition of righteousness. That person, their consciousness, their duty that they have to fulfill here. Okay? So with this pure heart, that these individuals going all the way down throughout this hypothetical pyramid, they're realizing that. They're realizing that in order to be pure, your heart has to be full of purpose. And I'll put you on the righteous, holy path. Being holy, the lower self, the conscious and the subconscious merge, creating the whole self. Okay, so that requires forgiveness in all aspects of the divine mother, of the self, of the hypothetical sibling, actual people in our lives that we have to give the holy. All right, I'm gonna pull a couple other cards. Okay, well, that one just decided to jump out. So sleepless nights, a need for meditation, and to allow the divine spirit to create in you a pure heart. That is in Psalms. I don't have the exact scripture off the top of my head, but this is like the scales of my eye, where the heart is so purified, so transmuted, that it's light as a feather. And we have the Hermit in the reverse. That is my card for Moses that went on the mount. This is also a divine masculine that has been working hard within himself. This could also be a feminine, a woman as well, or someone that identifies as a woman that has been doing her inner alignment work. Look at all these cards that are in reverse. This all is talking about inside, internal. I paused there because another message came through, two different ones. So internal working, the framework. So Saturn has been giving this person a new structure. Saturn represents like the skeletal system, the spine, giving him or her a new spine, a new skeletal system, a new framework. Okay, give me a second. So someone may be dealing with the Internal Revenue Service. That's where I paused because that message came through, where either they work for them or either they have to pay or something with their activity. It could even been a business, access properly, or they are going to start a business or something of that nature. But to make sure that your tax forms are done properly, or else if this has already happened or not. I'm gonna keep that card down here. Let me take these cards up too. This fast-moving, fiery energy, newness. I hear kindly. So kindly, for those that may not know, thank you, grandmother. So my grandmother had a wooden stove. So we would have to go kindling, which were small twigs and branches to get the fire started. So for some, they have already started this fire, and now it's starting to build and increase in energy to catch a blaze. And before you know it, it's going to be hot as crap with that wood stove burning. So I'm just making a reference there, just making a joke out of that. But for others, you're going to have to get that kindling. Go get those little small branches, put it together inside of a pile, throw a little bit of fluid on there, and throw that spark on there. And that spark represents your focus as well as your passion, your determination. For others, they have already been doing that. They have been leaving the BS behind. And look at that, that's coming through, the Knight of Pentacles. But that is rowing though, the horse, the steed, the fast movement. Okay, so we have daily journaling. Write down everything I have said to you, Jeremiah 32. Okay, so we have here the sword. Someone could be writing an ebook or writing a book, period. I even hear a novel where they have to go through and I hear copyright, but I also hear like making sure that that is done properly. But with this, making sure that you proofread, maybe even having some other people proofread. But first, make sure that things are copywritten, because when I touch this card, you see these people in the background, this person looking back. This is the person that wrote the book, but these other people that either they were on a team or either they had them proofread it or something, that they could be in some of the ideas out of the book. So copyright that. For others, this is like going through, seeing things in the relationships and seeing things what doesn't align with you that may have caused some type of dysfunction, I hear, some type of pain, and writing it down, using journaling as a tool, as a method to leave those painful situations behind. Writing down your gratitude. Okay, so we have 33, Christ Ascension. Leadership role, start a new adventure, crown activation. Going back to this person, that they could be the head of the project, or a person could be a head of a project, or starting something new. What would we have on at the bottom? Oh, we have, and also pair it with this card right here. Okay, all right, so I'm not gonna take any more cards. Okay, so here we go, where we have Proverbs 31, divine feminine force. Okay, that feminine force, you are a divine feminine force, feminine acceptance, embrace your power, all stages of the feminine cycle. Divine strength, I can do all things through the Christ who strengthens me, Philippians 4:13. This is a powerful priestess that is coming through divine cycles. The last shall be first, and then the first shall be last. Many have been called, but few chosen. Matthew 20:16. So this is a divine feminine here. Look, okay, so this is another card that represents the Christ, because you have, this is the tribe of Judah, where you have out of the tribe of Judah came the Christ from that bloodline. Okay, and we have the reference here with the 33. So this is a divine feminine. She could be an actual mother, but even if she's not a physical mother, she has that motherly type of energy where she is mothering something, and she's to grow, she's nurturing it. But it's something that deals with a passion of hers, because you have here the lion, and it's fiery. So something dealing with her passion that is going to provide some type of residual satisfaction. And that satisfaction is not just monetarily, but it is, look at this right up here, the affinity sign, and where did that card go? Here we go. Christ Ascension. Look, 33, and then the feminine sign, the infinite sign right there, continuously. She's continuously being regenerated. So with this divine cycles, a person that has been putting that work in and felt like giving up, they tapped into that Christos strength, tapped into that strength, and allowed themselves to be renewed. So that way they can actually have this change in their life, where we have divine cycles, the last shall be first. So one that was in a certain type of economical circumstance, one that was in a certain type of relationship, habitual pattern, here continuous, that could be generational, but the new opportunity is coming through where things are cycling out. Okay, all right. I'm gonna pull one more set of cards for the collective. Mix these up just a little bit. All right. It could be a Cancer involved or any type of water sign. We have here the Magician and then also the Fool card. Okay, so I'm gonna have to take this card too because of, and then you have some type of celebratory and cast it off. Okay, mastery right here where we have the wands. That's discipline, that is intuition, that is fortitude. That is someone that has a skill that they have mastered. We have here the Fool card, like beginning off on this small journey, this small stage, like a spark of an idea that came through. This is a fire energy, so a spark. Like how I was saying before with that little situation where you had the kindling, you had to throw a little flame on it, and then it started to burn. This was the Fool card. But now it's red hot. And I hear it is here for the taking. So keep going. Like this is a person that is building and their recognition, but it's like their mastery because of the fact that they offer so many different things. That could be anything for depending on the person. And we have here, this also is a divine couple. Look, it could be a Leo. It could be a Leo or Cancer, or a water sign that we have right here. It could be an Aquarian as well. Look at that, where you have, and this represents like a marriage ceremony or something that is tied to the church. And when I use the church, I'm not talking about a physical building or even an establishment altogether. I'm talking about something that is sacred, something that is holy. So two individuals that are coming in a matrimony of sense because they're equally yoked. This could also be someone with their feminine aspects and their masculine, their subconscious and their conscious that are really merging into one. Okay, so going back to what I was saying, this is someone that is very skilled. It could be a person that is starting out on a journey right now with a new idea or a new project, and it will grow as they continue to grow in their skill set. This could be a person that already has started and they are maturing now and things are starting to take off. So it just depends on you personally. Yeah, you may hear my little angels downstairs. They do have school. They're wrapping up their last class. Okay. 13, discipline. Like I was saying, discipline. For those that may feel like they want to give up, for those that feel like they want to give up, it's going to take a bit of discipline. When people hear the word discipline, they think of punishment. That's why with my children, I stopped saying the word in trouble and punishment, because it's not. It's discipline. That means that you're getting a new structure. How I was saying before, with Capricorn, a new skeletal system framework that's coming through with that discipline. Self-discipline, hard work pays off. The keys of success. The keys of success. Okay, I have to say it again. The keys of success is discipline. Building new habits, getting rid of old habits, all of that stuff. And for those that, you know, you're building in your confidence because you're building in your skill set, you're building in your, this seems very, very magical, very mystical, even with the moon right here. Someone, like I was saying, and then we have here the tabernacle or the church. someone that is magical. Someone could be into the occult or the mystics here. And they are a high priest or a high priestess. I do have a video about the history of the light workers 144. And I will link that video. It will be listed in the description box as well as somewhere up here. And yeah, you can check that video out about our history. But this is a person that could come from a long lineage of the tribe of Levi. I'll call it the tribe of Aaron because he was the first high priest. But from that tribe, which all great mages, shamans, magicians, etc. come from, it was just through the different diasporas that they started to branch out to different parts of the world. Okay. And this 13th disciple, that is the Christ. So this is almost like that 33, that ascension type of energy. This is also a card I use interchangeably with the Christ because he masters all. And as above, so below. So this could also be divine timing. Look at the placement of the hands. It almost looks like a clock that at a certain viewpoint, a certain astrological point, look at the selenite wand right here. Some say a scroll. It doesn't really necessarily matter. Archangel Raphael, I did a video on him. Awesome angel, archangel. So they're getting the keys of some type of divine knowledge. At a certain point in time, I see like lightning hitting this scroll or selenite wand or whatever it may be, and this person or this group of people bringing down new knowledge. So this could be, in this analogy, would be like a scroll, because a scroll holds secret knowledge, knowledge from a higher realm. With the roses hanging from above, this is explicit knowledge. Not everyone will understand it. So it has to break down through the collective. It has to be processed. I give the analogy of a baby. The baby has to start off with milk before it can move to soft foods and then harder foods. So these people are at the head, or this person, they're at the head so they can break down. They can channel that knowledge and then break it down and send it throughout the hypothetical collective digestive system before it can anchor into the ground. So that ground would be the regular people, like the human populace, you know, to raise their frequency, to raise their consciousness, to activate their rebirth. Okay, so yeah, I think that is it. I'll pull one card from here. So if you haven't as of yet, you can subscribe by hitting the subscribe button and the notification bell so you can receive notifications. And you can find the links to the Ascendant Bible Divine Guidance cards for the pre-order for spring 2021.